In every village, there are children who grow up smiling, and there are children who grow up surviving. Naruto Uzumaki and Gaara of the Sand were both born into the same world, the same shinobi system, the same cycle of violence. Yet one became a hero who saved everyone, and the other became a monster who wanted to destroy everything. Why? What truly separates Naruto from Gaara is not power, not destiny, not even the beast sealed inside them. It is psychology. It is childhood trauma. And it is how pain shapes the human mind. Tonight, we are not talking about jutsu or battles or rankings. We are diving into the darkness behind their eyes, into loneliness, rejection, hatred, and survival. This is the psychology of Naruto and Gaara, and why one chose connection while the other chose isolation. Naruto Uzumaki was born unwanted. From the moment he opened his eyes, the village looked at him with fear. Parents pulled their children away from him. Shopkeepers refused to serve him. Teachers ignored him. But Naruto never knew why. That confusion is important. Psychologically, Naruto experienced what is called ambiguous rejection. He felt hated but did not understand the reason. And when the mind does not understand pain, it tries to explain it. Naruto explained it by blaming himself. He believed he was annoying. He believed he was loud. He believed he was stupid. So he became louder, more reckless, more desperate to be seen. This is a classic trauma response. A child who is emotionally neglected often seeks attention, even if that attention is negative, because being hated feels better than being invisible. Naruto did not want praise. He wanted acknowledgement. He wanted someone, anyone, to look at him and say, "I see you." Now compare that to Gaara. Gaara was also born unwanted, but unlike Naruto, Gaara was told exactly why. He was a weapon. From birth, Gaara was labeled dangerous, feared, and unlike Naruto, the adults did not hide it. They reminded him every day. Gaara's trauma was not ambiguous. It was direct. Psychologically, this is far more damaging, because when a child is told you are a monster, the child does not fight it. The child becomes it. Gaara learned very early that love was conditional, that his value existed only as a tool, and when tools break, they are discarded. The assassination attempt sealed his fate. Imagine being a child and learning that your own village wants you dead, that your own father ordered it. At that moment, Gaara's mind fractured. He created a new belief system. If love does not exist, then only hatred is real. This is where Naruto and Gaara truly split. Naruto believed, if I try harder, they will love me. Gaara believed, if love is a lie, then pain is the only truth. Naruto ran toward people. Gaara pushed them away. Naruto's pranks were not jokes. They were cries for connection. Gaara's violence was not cruelty. It was self-preservation. Naruto's core fear was being forgotten. Gaara's core fear was being hurt again. And trauma always protects itself. Naruto protected himself with hope. Gaara protected himself with isolation. Now let's talk about the tailed beasts. Both Naruto and Gaara had monsters sealed inside them. But psychologically, they served different roles. For Naruto, the Nine Tails was an external enemy, a reason the village hated him, but not something he identified with. Naruto never said, I am the Nine Tails. He said, the Nine Tails is inside me. That separation matters. For Gaara, Shukaku was not separate. It was fused with his identity. Gaara was told that he existed to contain it, that his life had no meaning beyond it. So when Shukaku whispered hatred, Gaara listened. Not because he was weak, but because Shukaku echoed what the world already told him. You are alone. This leads us to the most important psychological difference. Naruto was saved by mirrors. Iruka, Team 7, Jiraiya. People who reflected Naruto back to himself and showed him that he mattered. Iruka did not erase Naruto's pain. He validated it, and validation is powerful. When a child hears, yes, you were hurt, and it wasn't your fault, the wound begins to heal. Gaara had no mirrors. Everyone saw him as a threat, not a child. Even his uncle's kindness was a lie, used to deliver the final betrayal. That moment destroyed Gaara's ability to trust. Psychologically, this is known as attachment trauma. When the only person you trust betrays you, your brain rewires itself. It learns that closeness equals danger. So Gaara chose distance, violence, control. If everyone fears you, no one can hurt you, but fear is a lonely throne. This is why Gaara talks about loving himself. But it is not real self-love. It is defensive narcissism, a shield built from pain. Naruto, on the other hand, built resilience. Not because his pain was smaller, but because it was interrupted. One person was enough. This is a brutal truth. Sometimes the difference between a hero and a villain is not strength, it is timing. If Naruto had never met Iruka, his story could have ended very differently. If Gaara had met someone like Iruka earlier, his blood-stained path might never have existed. This brings us to their battle. When Naruto fights Gaara, it is not a physical clash. It is a psychological confrontation. Naruto looks at Gaara and sees himself, a child screaming into silence. Naruto does not defeat Gaara with power. He defeats him with understanding. He says, "I know your pain." And for the first time in Gaara's life, someone does not fear him, does not use him, does not lie to him. Someone reaches him. That moment cracks Gaara's armor. Because hatred is heavy, isolation is exhausting, and deep down, Gaara never wanted to be alone. He just didn't believe he had a choice. After that, Gaara begins to heal, slowly, painfully, awkwardly, because trauma does not disappear, it reshapes itself. Gaara learns to protect instead of destroy, to connect instead of isolate. Naruto shows him that bonds are not weaknesses, they are anchors. This is the hidden message of Naruto. The series is not about ninjas. It is about children growing up in a broken system, trying to survive emotional wounds they never asked for. Naruto represents what happens when pain is met with compassion. Gaara represents what happens when pain is met with fear. Both are realistic, both are human, and both exist in the real world. Some children become loud, some become silent, some chase love, some reject it, but all of them are asking the same question. Do I matter? Naruto answered that question by becoming Hokage. Gaara answered it by becoming Kazekage. Two traumatized children who found meaning not by erasing their pain, but by transforming it. And that leaves us with one final thought. If Naruto and Gaara were not born into power, if they were just ordinary children in our world, how many Narutos would be ignored? And how many Gaaras would be feared? And more importantly, who are we choosing to be when we see someone carrying invisible pain?